So the agenda that Mars has prepared for us today is first we're going to hop into the homepage and see exactly what the testing practitioners want to see today. Then the use case number 1, we'll go over some remote execution, which will include a UFT remote execution as well as the Selenium remote execution by leveraging the lab and StormRunner functional. And then we'll upload some of the scripts that we have existing in our assets, and we'll have those in a repository inside of StormRunner functional and see what we can do with those scripts. After that, we'll have use case number 3, StormRunner functional, who will be able to execute those tests in the cloud versus doing a remote execution. And then we'll dig into the advanced analysis. So with that, all that's left is to hop into the environment. Before we do that, I just want to check inside of our question pane to see if we have any questions that need to be answered. All right. Should be good there. So let's hop into our demo environment. So here on the home page, we've been navigated, and all we need, again, as a SaaS offering is an internet connection and a browser. At the top here, we've got the ability to customize an image just to add a personalization for you, similar to Facebook or Twitter. Or we've also experienced cases where a company has policies where your company logo is required on the solutions that you're using. This is just simply done by uploading an image just for you to customize here. Just below that, we've got our home page divided into additional parts. Starting on the left, we've got a quick start menu that allows you to start working very quickly. The learning curve is very short so that we don't even have to navigate through our tabs to figure out. We can start creating a mobile script, a web script, create our automated test or test suites, or even go through exploratory sessions and start capturing all those user actions without having to write them down and leverage those as well. Just below that, we have the consumption, a quick view into how we're doing with the concurrent runs that we have available. Right now, we've got 0 runs going out of 6. And then we've got also the timing that we've got available based on the packages that we've chosen for our web applications as well as our mobile applications. On the right, we've provided an ability to add widgets specifically for the test that you as a test practitioner are most interested in. So we could have a daily sanity check or automation test or even exploratory test in here so that we can figure out once we come into work, do we need to start resolving these issues based on some failed statuses, or are we good to go to move on the next process? So we can see individual tests that we have here that we've added simply by going to our widgets. All we have to do is search the ID or the test name that we have, and it'll be added here. And then we see on the bottom these dots showing us the trends of this specific test, so we can look and see, okay, it's been green in the past, but now it's failed. What's the problem? And we could go into our results tab and start doing our advanced analysis that we'll do later on in the demo to start investigating how to get this back to green. In the center section, we've got the consolidated report of all the tests that you've executed. So imagine now you've got your test lab that is running several different machines, and you've got reports on each machine. How are you getting all those tests, the reporting on all those tests, consolidated into one view so that you can see the full health of your test execution environment? Here, we've done that for you out of the box, and you can apply the filters that you need based on the status and the tags that you have, the integration with the CI systems, the release and the build, as well as the filtering on the time. So then we can see we're on queue, we're on par, or maybe in the last week, we noticed that there's a lot of failures here, and we need to figure out what's the problem using our advanced root cause analysis that we have inside of here, as well as other methods. And then we can also see right below the latest test runs that may have contributed to all these failures that happen on the 19th of September, and filter this, again, based on status, tags, release and build, and then specifically who last ran that test. Any questions on the home page section? No questions? Oh, it looks like we've got one question from Kyle here. It's actually a good eye there. It's asking, why is Mars blue here but green there? So Great question, though. As you mentioned, I mentioned earlier, with the spinoff of HPE software to Micro Focus, there's more than just one bot running in the background, and they all haven't had a chance to get into the paint shop to go from green to blue. So there's our explanation of why we have our green bot in the background, and Mars is already changed to blue. And of course, he's getting ready to go to Las Vegas for our next ADM customer forum. Very good question, good eye. Next, we'll go into use case number 1, remote execution of UFT.